Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. It all depends where you are tuning in from. How are you doing? Let me just confirm we are live. I believe we are live. So, oh, sorry about that. Just trying to unmute this. Perfect. Hello, hello, hello. Well, my name is Veronica Herfindahl. I say hello to you today from the beautiful west coast of British Columbia in Canada. So I'm really happy and excited to be here. I'm just gonna confirm if you can do me a favor and just comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and also confirm that you can hear me well. Let me see. Let's give a couple of minutes too for a few people that we're gonna join, so we can all be at the same time. So perfect. I am live. I'm sure of that now. I just want to see testing comments, and we'll be on our way to talk today about niching down and the importance of niching down. Okay, I'll do a quick intro. I'm Veronica Herfindahl, as I say. I'm an SOM member. I'm happy to be here. And I'm a marketing specialist. I've been in marketing and communication for over 20 years. I worked the first 20 years of my career. I work in the corporate world, telecommunication companies, non-for-profit, both sides I did it. And most recently, the past 3 years, I've been crafting my digital marketing skills and my entrepreneurship skills, taking online training, launches, webinars, funnels, you name it. I've taken different training courses over the past 3 years, just making sure that I craft my digital marketing skills and abilities to help mompreneurs. So right now, I'm concentrating all my efforts on helping mompreneurs like you to get more clients. As simple as that. Talking to talented, mission-driven mompreneurs, and I'll get back to that in a second. And it's very fitting that we're talking about niching down, because I want to go back to that and explain to you why is it that we are talking about niching down. What is the importance of niching down? But first, please do let me know where you're watching from. If you can hear me, just drop me a comment, and also let me know what business are you in. What is your business? Do you know your niche or niche? We call it different depending on where we are in the world. Do you know which one it is? So tell me where you're watching from, and tell me please what's your business and your niche. Okay, and i'll I'll do my best to answer any questions you have. I'm gonna go specifically about niching down and go to the topic, but I also want to dedicate some time to answer any questions you may have about niching down. Are you niche down enough? Are you really? How far down have you gone into looking into be very, very specific into what is the audience we're talking to, right? What is that unique person, that ideal client we're talking to? So, okay, let me just see. I am here multitasking, so just bear with me as we check the comments and so on. Perfect. Let's do this. Why is why is it important to niche down? Why it's key to unlock success? In my experience, what I've seen Besides the 20 years that I had in the corporate world, more specifically these past 3 years that I've been working with fabulous women entrepreneurs, mompreneurs in particular, I've noticed that one common element that slows down and in some cases stops people from having success is the fact that we're talking to everybody. Everybody. It's everyone. We all we want to talk to everybody. We want to be heard by everybody. And the problem with that is that we often don't get heard. We don't they don't hear us. They don't see us. Why? Because we're talking to everybody. We're generalizing. We have this misconception of saying the more people I talk to, simple math, right? The more people I talk to, the more people will listen, the more people will come to me, the more people will be likely to become my clients. The more clients I have, the more money I make. It sounds simple and the logic number wise makes sense, but it doesn't work that way in marketing. It's not that way. Why? Because when we're talking to everybody, we're not resonating, we're not connecting with a specific people. We're being too general, too broad, and then it's hard to make that connection. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that you are a photographer, okay? You're very talented. You can do wedding photographer because you like the weddings, the event, and all those things. But you also are pretty good at doing product photography, right? You went to school, you had a lot of training, you have had a lot of practice, many years practicing, and then you become good at many things, not only at one. You're a photographer, right? You're an artist. So you also have an interest in family portraits, right? It's good when it's the family environment that you really like that. And the reality is, let's face it, you're pretty good at many different things. You're a photographer, you're a professional, and then you're good at many different things. Well, what happens when a photographer decides to set up their website? They're creating their business. One of the first things that they think about is I'm going to create my website, I'm going to have it, and what am I going to include on my website? Well, I'm going to talk about me, my products, my services, um, showcase a little bit of what I've done, my photography, my portfolio. So let's imagine for a second we have a website and we have what we call above the fold. What above the fold means is without you or any visitors scrolling down, what is it what you can see without moving down, scrolling down? That piece of real estate, the most important one on a website, what do you put in there? Well, you have banners maybe showing off your work, and then you decide to have a picture of a beautiful family with kids, and you have that outdoor picture, fabulous, a work that you're really proud of, right? But you also have on the next banner is sliding rotator. You have a newborn baby because you have also done baby photography, right? That's pretty neat. And you happen to have in your portfolio a fabulous set of pictures that you have taken of um, a dish. Let's say it's a beautiful salad, right? You also did some product photography for a car company and you have a magnificent photos, bright colors, beautiful depth into the photos, and you really want to showcase that. So you decided to put it also on your website because you want people to see that you can do it all, that you're very good at the different aspects of photography, right? Simple. What's the problem with that? What happens, imagine now for a second, you as a photographer, you have done your very best to showcase everything that you are good at. Fabulous. Good. Now, let's go into the other side. Let's think for a moment about You as a bride to be, you're gonna get married. You are this type of, you're young, you're maybe, I don't know, let's say, let's assume you're in your 20s, you're gonna get married. You are so excited. You are the type of person that would love to have the best wedding ever. You have 150 people coming in or 200, and you want to plan everything yourself. You book the venue. You're planning a year in advance and so on. And the time comes in your calendar where you're in your planner, wedding planner calendar, that you are going to be um, booking a photographer. You want a photographer for your wedding. Well, you're going to go and do some searching, right? And let's assume that your photographer did a very good job on SEO, and your website is going to show up, or your social media handles are going to show up, and so on. And this person lands on your website. Fabulous. What's going to happen? What is going to be the first impression of that bride to be when they land on your website and see a beautiful, stunning picture of a car, or maybe the baby, or maybe the food? As a bride to be, you're looking for something very, very specific. You don't care if the photographer is also good at doing product placements and product photography. You really are looking for something very, very specific. And as a bride to be, you care about nothing else but things that had to do with the wedding you're planning. If you go into a website and looking for a wedding photographer, and the first thing that you see has nothing to do with wedding photography, guess what? You're out. And it only takes about, they say they say up to 8 seconds. I honestly think it's more like between 3 and 5 seconds for somebody to make an impression, to say yeah or nay to a website, social media, um, channel, or whatever it is, online property. So why talking to everybody rather than specializing in something that you can be unique at? Now, many times I've been asked like, oh, but I can also do that. And I can, yes, absolutely. And it doesn't mean that if somebody calls you up and tries to book you for a family portrait, you're going to say, no, I'm sorry. I'm a wedding photographer and I don't want to do anything with you. I'm not suggesting to do that, but it is important to be able to speak within a specific language that it resonates with the people that you're talking to. You need to be talking to her. So taking that example again, as a wedding photographer, what information am I going to have on my website? It's everything to do with wedding photography. Everything they need to know about wedding photography, what they need to, the plans, pricing, um, the process, the timelines, all the things, how to get ready, what type of, how many sessions are there going to be. All the information needs to be related to wedding photographer. Why? Because the bride to be doesn't want to be talked about babies or product placement or food. They all care about is their wedding. So what you're going to be talking about is things that are in her mind, things that address the issues, concerns, or wants and needs that she has. And that is important of being able to niche down and being as specific as possible to be able to be effective at communicating with them. Now, I'm going to take a quick look. So bear with me here. I'm going to take a quick look to see if we have any questions. Perfect. I think we are good. So tell me, where are you watching from? And also tell me what's your niche. Have you niched down further down? Another example, and I think Another reason, before I go into the example, another reason why it's so important to niche down as far down as you possibly can is because you want to be able to talk about things that are relevant to the person you're speaking to. One. Two, when we try to talk about many different things at the same time, we're not going deep into addressing one one issue. Also, we are competing with many more people when we're trying to be broad, when we're trying to be up here. Take the weight loss example, right? If you go there, you probably know whether you are into that field, you have lost weight, you need to lose weight, you know somebody that needs to lose weight, that it's a very popular market audience, right? Now, as you probably know, there are many different approaches to go when you are trying to lose weight, right? And there are many different diets, approaches, specialists that talk about dieting. So what happens if that is your field? Like I know a few of you over here that are into that field. What happens if that is your actual field? Well, there is a lot of competition. There's a lot of people that have expertise in the area, but it's a big market too. A lot of people, unfortunately, are in the need of losing weight and could benefit from losing some pounds. Now, the market is so busy and saturated with many different approaches that people get confused. Like, what is it that is good for me, right? So, the difference of saying I help people lose weight. That's a general statement. You can't go higher than that. I help people lose weight. Okay, fine. I help women lose weight. Okay, we're going down. Are we saying that if a guy asks us and requires a plan and we can help them, we're saying no, sorry, no, I'm not suggesting that. But when we're talking to people, if we go from I help people lose weight to I help women lose weight, we're coming one that now we're not even close to where we need to be, but we're closer than before, right? Now, what happens if you say I help women in their 30s? Yeah, they're in their 30s to lose weight. As you probably know, people that are in their 50s are in a very different stage of their life and their metabolism is very different than if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, right? So there is a difference in approach. There is a difference in the audience itself. So why not having something as specific to a certain demographic, to a certain group within the group? So yes, we're still talking about losing weight, we're still talking about helping people, but let's go help women in their, let's use 40s. I like 40s. I'm in my 40s, so I like that. So let's help women in their 40s lose weight. But what if we were more specific? What There are many approaches. Is it keto? Is it Weight Watchers? Is it this or that? Is it through exercising? Is it nutrition? Is it combined? Is an anti-inflammatory approach? The more specific that we get, the more opportunity we have to be relevant with our message. Take for example this example of helping people losing weight. Think about the difference between a woman in their early 30s that just had babies and has a very busy lifestyle. All of you moms that have kids will understand what I'm talking about. I am a mom. I have a 10-year-old daughter. And it is different, right? The needs, the day, the interest, the lifestyle, the rhythm of their day is very different when they had babies, young babies, preschool babies, or kids, I should say, than a woman in their 50s, right? So, what I'm going to be talking to, if I was, and this is just an example, I'm not an expert in losing weight or anything like that, but if I was that expert, the difference between talking to a woman in their 50s and talking to a woman in their 30s that just had babies is very, very clear. The things that are relevant to one are not necessarily relevant to the other one. So if I'm helping moms that just had kids to lose that specific baby belly that they haven't been able to get rid of, I'm gonna be going out and saying, my name is so and so, and I help moms get rid of that baby pouch so they can feel fabulous. That, don't take my words for that. It's not exactly language, but I'm gonna, and guess what? My communication, my messaging, my social media handles, my properties, my online properties, they are all gonna be talking about things that are relevant for that busy mom of a toddler or a baby that really can't get rid of that baby pouch. They probably try exercising before, they probably try dieting, but there are things that are not working for them. And then that's when you come in and help to their specific needs. Now, picture a guy in their 40s or 50s that want to lose weight. Do they want to hear the same things that the mom that is handling multitasking, cooking, working, spending time with kids, and also making sure that she can lose that baby pouch that she still has hanging around? It's not the same thing. Their interest and what they want to hear is very different depending on where, which stage they are in their life, right? So it is important, it's critical that we can be as specific as possible when it comes to our niche. We need to bring it down and even be more specific and go further down to be more effective in our communications, right? Let me just quickly see, do we have a comment? Is there anybody that would like to, let me see, would like to share your niche and tell me if you need further help, right? Let me see. Okay, I don't believe I'm seeing any comments just yet, so no worries about it. Now, you're watching live, please hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, that's okay too. I know we have women from all over the world in here, so it may be midnight over there. That's okay to make sure that you use hashtag replay so I know that you're watching the replay. And leave your comments below. If there is, and if you think you have crafted your niche and you have niche down enough, that's okay. Share with me. Tell me what is your niche, what is it, and then we can go from there. Now, do you need help? You think you're still too generic, too up here, and you want help? Put it below, and I'll make sure if it's not in the live session, it would be in the recording, and I'll promise I'll check every single of your comments and get back to you. Perfect. Well, this is it for me. I'm just going to tell you just a couple of seconds about myself, a little bit more of what I do, in case you want to connect with me. As I said, well, I already introduced myself, but I wanna tell you a little bit about my niche now. As I mentioned, I'm a marketing specialist, and believe me, there are many things that I could help you with. But I've decided to niche down. Why? Because I want to be specific. So I'm helping specifically talented, mission driven mompreneurs to get more clients. Want to find out how I do it? Go visit my page, Veronica Herfindahl.ca. This is Veronica Herfindahl.ca. I should write it down for you here. I will do so in a second. And just check it out, right? If you feel that balancing business growth and family responsibilities is getting tough for you, I hear you. I was there. I've been there, and I can help you get more clients. So please send me a comment. Feel free to DM me. A pleasure to be here. And if you have any specific topics you want me to talk about on the next lives, niching down, ideal, best fit client, and anything to do with helping talented, mission driven mompreneurs to get more clients, I'll be happy to make a life for you. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.